What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 3 different levels of business coaching programs that I offer. So if there's a little bit of audio in the background, it's because I'm actually in the airport right now. I just traveled back to Calgary. Calgary, Alberta is where I'm born and raised. So my family lives here. I came down here for a night to spend Christmas with the family. We've got 2 sides of our family. Obviously, we got Kirsten's family, lives in Kelowna. My family lives in Calgary. So we came out here for the night. And I'm in the airport doing this podcast. I want to briefly touch on this idea of, I talk about this all the time on my podcast. And if you follow my podcast or you follow my content, this is like a belief that I live by, is like, no matter what, no matter when, you get done what needs to get done. And so I did on New Year's Day, we didn't do a podcast. So we do 5 podcast episodes a week, every week, 365 days of the year, 52 weeks of the year. So we are here doing our podcast. Now, I figured today, I haven't actually done a podcast on the 3 different levels of coaching programs that I offer. There's actually 4. So on today's podcast episode, I want to talk a little bit about the programs that I offer and the programs that we run for online coaches. And for those of you guys that are listening to the podcast that might be interested in getting business coaching from PT Domination, this podcast will serve as basically a template for, what each level of the program offers. So we've got 4 different levels to the coaching program. I say 4 because the 4th level is one-on-one. And I'm going to walk through each level and talk about what the intention is with each level. So the reason we have 4 different levels of coaching programs instead of just a one-size-fits-all approach is because different businesses have different problems, right? Like if you're listening to this podcast and you're just starting your online coaching business and you have no idea where to start, like you need to learn how to set up your Trainerize, how to set up your Evolution Nutrition, how to set up your MyFitnessPal, how to set up your Facebook group, etc., how to set up your profile. But if you're listening to this podcast and you're making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, like you're looking for better lead gen strategies, you're looking how to optimize your content, you're looking how to improve your sales. If you're listening to this podcast and you're doing $10,000 to $15,000 a month to $20,000 a month, then it's likely that you're looking to optimize your team. You might be looking to getting into some ads. You might be looking to, hire a VA for the first time. And finally, if you're listening to this podcast and you're over $50,000 a month and you are like me, it's likely that you just want to work one-on-one with a mentor and you just want that like one-on-one direct access. So this framework, so I do the Change Lives Academy, the 10K Mastermind, the $1 Million Mastermind, then VIP. So let's talk about the Change Lives Academy first. The Change Lives Academy is where 90% of you guys listening to this podcast are going to be in. Now, the Change Lives Academy, we initially designed this coaching program when the pandemic hit because there was a lot of online fitness coaches that were struggling for money and they needed to build an online business because their gyms got shut down. So we built the Change Lives Academy. And the Change Lives Academy has been the coaching program that's been responsible for 375 online coaches hitting $10,000 a month. And inside of the Change Lives Academy, we've essentially got 2 different tiers inside of the main program. So the first, basically tier is your first 60 days where we teach you all of the fundamentals of getting your online business up and running. Like we teach you how to set up your profile. We teach you how to set up your Facebook. We teach you how to create your avatar. We teach you what different content types you need to be posting. We teach you how to set up your Trainerize. We teach you how to set up your workout templates so that when you sign clients, you don't have to make a new program for every single client. We teach you how to program your clients properly in terms of the actual logistics of programming in a Trainerize, not the how to, lift weights. That's your guys' knowledge. We just teach you guys how to program. We teach you guys how to build a Facebook community, all of the fundamentals that come with getting your business set up and off the ground. We give you guys a phone script. We give you a DM script. We give you some call to actions that you can do. That's basically in the first 60 days of the Change Lives Academy. Then when you finish the first 60 days of the Change Lives Academy, the next part of the CLA is our goal is to get you to your first $5,000 a month within the first 90 days to 6 months. That's kind of the intention. And so the way that we do this is we teach you a bunch of different lead generation strategies. We teach you how to get on TikTok and how to post on TikTok. We also teach you how to run 14-day challenges. We teach you how to build a marketing schedule in terms of when you should be posting CTAs, what those CTAs should look like. We give you a bunch of different CTAs that you can post on your Instagram. And we also support you with integration. So we've got the way that the coaching program works is there's basically, we call it the Triple C method. There's the coaching calls, the course, and the community. And so the course is basically the step-by-step. Here's exactly what you need to do to grow your online coaching business. Then the coaching calls are the extra value. So as the year progresses, there's always going to be different stuff. And so, in December, we were just basically talking about how to set your business up for New Year's. Now that it's January, we're teaching people how to capitalize on the New Year's rush. At the end of January, we're going to be teaching people how to post the content that's related to getting people back on track after they fall off track for their New Year's resolution. So whatever it is that we're focusing on at the moment in terms of what's going on in the world, during the summer, we're teaching you guys how to run a challenge for the summer. So In the CLA, we teach you everything that you need to know to get from, zero to your first $5,000 to $7,000 a month. And the entire intention of that program is like you're in a container with other people that are at the same level as you. So the people that are asking questions in the coaching group are going to be at a very similar level as you. And because of that, you're going to be able to learn faster, not just from the coaches, but also from the other members of the community. In the CLA, we do have a promise, and the promise is that we respond to all of your questions within 24 hours, 7 days a week. So no matter when you ask a question, we will always get back to you within 24 hours. So that's the Change Lives Academy. Now, the Change Lives Academy, again, the goal is to get to $5,000 to $7,000 a month in the CLA. Once you're at $5,000 to $7,000 a month in the CLA, I'm a big believer that you become who you surround yourself with. And so when you surround yourself with people that are at a higher level than you, that will inspire you to play at a different level. So if you're at $5,000 to $7,000 a month and you want to hit the next level in your coaching business, now what we do is we talk about the 10K Mastermind. So the 10K Mastermind's entire intention, I'm going to tell you the backstory of this program. We created the 10K Mastermind for one reason and one reason only. The $1 Million Mastermind program that we have, which, in the $1 Million Mastermind that we'll talk about in a second, we've got 18 students that make over $100,000 a month. So we had a disconnect because from the Change Lives Academy, to go from the Change Lives Academy making $5,000 to $7,000 a month into a coaching container where people are making $100,000 a month was such a big fucking jump that a lot of our students were actually coming from the CLA, joining the $1 Million Mastermind, feeling overwhelmed as fuck and then burning out. And so we had to create a container for the students that were making $5,000 to $7,000 a month that wanted to grow, but weren't at the level where they were like, I want to build, a $50,000 a month business yet. And so we actually created the 10K Mastermind. It was mid 2023. And the intention of the 10K Mastermind was very simple. If you are over $5,000 to $7,000 a month, our goal is to get you to $20,000 to $25,000 a month. So inside of that coaching container, we've got a whole different layer of skills that we're teaching you so that you can get to $20,000 a month. So in that container, we teach you 4-day challenges. We teach you magnetic giveaways. We teach you how to do flash sales. In that container, we start teaching you a little bit of ads. So we start teaching you a little bit about boosted posts. In that container, we teach you about ManyChat, how to set up ManyChat for automations. In that container, you're going to learn sales mastery and content mastery, which are two brand new courses that Cole and I filmed recently. So that entire container, the 10K Mastermind, is to take you from $5,000 to $20,000 a month. So if you're anywhere in that $5,000 to $10,000 a month range, then you want to be looking at the 10K Mastermind because that's where we're going to be focusing on developing the skills that will get you closer to that 20K a month range. Now, how do you for us, we had to create a separation between the 10K Mastermind and the $1 Million Mastermind, because if not, then we're just going to basically be teaching the same thing in two programs. So here's how I kind of like to explain the 10K Mastermind. The 10K Mastermind is where you go if you want to build a business and you don't want to have anyone working for you. If you just want to build a solo company where you are the only person that you're responsible for and you don't have a VA, an assistant coach, a community manager or anything like that, if you don't want to have anybody on your team, then the 10K Mastermind is where you go. Now, the last coaching program that we have that's like a container is the $1 Million Mastermind. Now, the $1 Million Mastermind is where that's where the magic happens. That's where we build actual businesses. You have to be over $10,000 a month consistently to be able to be eligible for the $1 Million Mastermind. But once you are eligible for that container, these are some of the things that we're going to teach you. Our entire intention is to give you a business model that has the potential to scale to $25,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 a month. We have students, our average student in the $1 Million Mastermind, our average is making $25,000 to $30,000 a month. That's kind of the average. Our best performing students in that coaching program are making $400,000 to $500,000 a month. Our one of my clients last year, Abram, ended up doing $2.1 million in revenue in the 12 months in the coaching program. The runner up to Abram, as Trent Harrison, did $1.2 million in 2024. And then our coaches inside of the container, the head coaches, Don Lamb, did 2.7 million last year. Janelle did 2.5 million last year. Patty did 2 million last year. So everybody that's coaching you is a millionaire. And then all the students, the average students doing $25,000 a month, the best students are doing $150,000, $200,000, $250,000 a month, $300,000 a month. So the $1 Million Mastermind, I think, is where you go if you have this intense hunger to build a massive business. Some of the stuff that we teach you inside of that container, well, first things first is we look at your business and we ask ourselves how we can, where the best lever is to scale. So should we hire somebody to help you with the client load that you currently have? Because if you're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month, you probably have a lot of clients. It might be taking you a lot of time. We might want to hire an assistant coach. Or maybe you're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month and you can't keep up with your generating leads because you don't have enough time because you're taking care of clients. So the first move we make might be hiring a lead gen specialist to help you out booking calls and creating sales opportunities. Or maybe it's somebody to help you manage your community. So first thing we do is we have a one-on-one and we figure out like where in your business we need to actually focus on first. And then once we identify where we need to focus on, we start working on that specific area. In the Million Dollar Mastermind, we actually teach you how to build a marketing calendar. So we start thinking in terms of months instead of like what should we post this week? We start thinking about the month. We start building a marketing calendar. In the Million Dollar Mastermind, we touch heavily on ads. So we teach you how to run boosted posts, as well as retargeting ads, as well as directed DM ads. So you basically literally never run out of leads. In the Million Dollar Mastermind, we also focus heavily on scaling yourself out of the sales process. And there's two ways to do that. Number one is we teach you how to sell by chat. So you can literally sell programs over the DMs. You know, some of our best clients are closing $3,000 to $5,000 packages over the DMs. Another way to scale yourself out of the sales process is we teach you how to hire, find, train, and integrate phone closers into your business. So you'll have somebody else doing all the sales calls for you, which will allow you, like, basically the goal at the end of the Million Dollar Mastermind is that you've got people in your business that are doing the work for you so that you as the business owner can just focus on growing the business. Like for me, like at Pizza Domination, we have a company with 60 people. We've got 4 departments. And because we have people that are responsible for running each department, my job as the CEO is literally to direct the ship. So I like meet with my leaders. I tell them what to do. They go execute. And then I get to focus on creating content for you guys, get to focus on doing podcasts, get to focus on posting. Like that's all I do is just market and train my team. And so inside of the Million Dollar Mastermind, we teach people how to develop those skills, how to develop the leadership skills so that they can lead people to help them with the business, how to develop leadership skills so they can train their VAs properly to do their job properly, and basically how to scale themselves out of the parts of the business that are time consuming, that they don't like doing, that are stressful, so that they can focus on the stuff they actually like doing, like coaching their clients and marketing and training people. So that's the container inside of the Million Dollar Mastermind. The Million Dollar Mastermind really only is for people that are like $10,000 to $15,000 a month, that want to fucking grow, that want to scale, that are prepared to do the hard shit, that are like willing to get uncomfortable, that are willing to be a beginner again. Because like the skills that you learn to become a successful coach to get you to $10,000 to $15,000 a month are marketing and sales and delivery. That's it. But the skills that you have to learn to get you from $15,000 to $30,000 to $50,000 a month, leadership, leadership, and leadership. Like if you're not a good leader in terms of like how you show up, how you train your team, how you give feedback, how you communicate, how you create SOPs, how you like lead the company, then your business just isn't going to grow. So that's what we do inside of the Million Dollar Mastermind container is we teach you how to become a better leader so that you can scale yourself out of the parts of your business that you don't like so that you can keep doing the stuff that you do like and it doesn't stress you out because you're only doing stuff that you love in your business. So that's the Million Dollar Mastermind. That's the 3rd level program. So we've covered the CLA, 0 to 5K, the 10K Mastermind, 5K to 20K, the Million Dollar Mastermind. You have to be over $10,000 a month to apply. And then we've got the 4th level. And the 4th level is one-on-one. 4th level is one-on-one. Now, Cole and I both are part of the one-on-one container. And essentially, we do a VIP coaching program where we work with you directly for 6 months. And we do a 2-hour coaching call to start the one-on-one sessions. And then we do a 30-minute coaching call every 2 weeks. Inside of those coaching calls, you also get access to all 3 containers that we have. So you get access to the CLA, the 10K Mastermind, and the Million Dollar Mastermind. And you work with us one-on-one for 6 months. Now, one-on-one, typically speaking, like we won't take anybody that's making under $25,000 a month because a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about on one-on-one calls is it's very specific to your business. And we like to make sure that you already have systems established inside of your coaching business before we take on people for one-on-one. Now, for those of you guys that are listening to this podcast, I've had a lot of people reach out about one-on-one recently that are outside of the fitness industry. And again, yes, we will take you on as a one-on-one client if you're outside of the fitness industry. However, like if you're not making over $25,000 a month, it's not worth your time or my time because our goal is to basically take you from 25K to 50K or 50K to 100K. So yeah, for the one-on-one offer, we do have a one-on-one offer, but you have to be making over $25,000 a month to even have it be worth your time because it's so funny because I feel like a lot of people that come to me, they're like, oh, I want one-on-one. But I'm like, you guys shouldn't be seeking one-on-one. You should be seeking the best system because if you get one-on-one from a mentor that doesn't have clients that are doing $100,000 a month, and kudos to you, but like you're not going to learn systems that are going to scale you to the highest possible level. So like I don't look for one-on-one first. I look for the best system. And then once I have the best system and my business is fucking popping, then I get the one-on-one so that I can actually like tweak the shit. But first you have to learn like the foundations, the fundamentals. It's kind of like Should you pay $6,000 for a personal trainer if you're 200 pounds overweight, or should you just go for a walk every day? And like, once you start going for a walk every day, you start losing the weight. Then you're like, okay, cool. Now I should probably hire a trainer to help me like optimize. But I think that so many people just like try to skip to the one-on-one right away. But like, you shouldn't be seeking out one-on-one. You should be seeking out the best system. And when I first started my business, like I was just looking for the person that had the best system. The first mentor I ever hired, his name was Scott Overard. He helped me build this structure for how we run our business. And I didn't talk to Scott once. I paid them $15,000. I literally didn't talk to him once, but I created the systems that were able to help me scale the business. And then actually, fun fact, 3 years later, I came back to Scott and I paid him for an hour of his one-on-one time. So that's the one-on-one offer. Again, you got to be over $25,000 a month to consider that. But if you are over $25,000 a month and you're interested, then you can just send me a DM on Instagram and you can let me know that you are over 25K and you're interested in one-on-one. So those are the offers, guys. So if you're just getting started, you want to start out on the CLA, right? The Change Lives Academy is going to help you get to your first $5,000 to $7,000 a month. If you're listening to this right now and you're at $5,000 to $7,000 a month, then you want to join the 10K Mastermind. If you're anywhere between 5K and 15K, the 10K Mastermind is probably the best fit for you. And the 10K Mastermind, we're going to teach you the skills necessary to help you hit the next level. In the $1 Million Mastermind, we are going to teach you the leadership skills necessary to scale yourself out of your business, out of the parts of your business that you don't like to do. And we're also going to teach you how to never run out of leads. Because in the $1 Million Mastermind, we're going to give you some ad strategies that have been working for some of our best clients. We're going to show you the inside of their funnels. So we're going to show you what their ad looks like. We're going to show you what their DMs look like. We're going to show you everything that you basically need to know in order to properly integrate a fully functional, complete stranger all the way to paying client system into your coaching business. And then for the one-on-one offer, again, if you are over $25,000 a month and you want to work directly with me and Cole, we do have an offer for that as well. You just got to send us a DM and let us know that you're over 25K and you're interested in one-on-one. So that is it. That is all. Those are all the coaching programs. If you are interested in any one of these coaching programs, I just want you to send me a DM on Instagram that says 10K and we can have a conversation about your business. Once we identify what your income level is at, we will figure out what the best program is for you. At this point, you guys, like, there are other mentorship programs out there, and I am very aware that there's competitors. I don't really pay attention, but I also will say that like we've worked with over 10,000 coaches at this point. 10,000 coaches have trusted us with their business. And for me, that's just enough of a statement of like some of the shit that we're doing is fucking working. So if you want to learn a little bit about what we're teaching some of our students, if you want to learn how we've helped 375 coaches hit $10,000 a month or 18 coaches hit $100,000 a month, send me a DM on Instagram that says 10K and let's have a conversation about your business. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.